Born ready, we're ready. Welcome to episode 65 from the chat podcast. I'm Christian. We got Steven. We got John. Straight into the shits. Steven, what's your thought of this week?
One or two.
We'll do one.
I will start with some positivity, you know what I'm saying, before we get into the funny stuff. So I was I don't know why, but I was sitting on my couch and I started watching, not my couch, but like my bed, and I started watching this like inspirational YouTube video that I thought was like 5 minutes because I was trying to fall asleep. Turns out the video was like an hour and a half, and there was this dude talking in the background, like mad inspirational. And it was like inspirational moments in history, you know, like the Michael Jordan shot or the Michael Jordan from the free throw dunk. And
so that makes you want to do push-ups and shit, right?
It did, honestly, it did, but I didn't do the push-ups. I'm gonna be honest.
Steven was laying in his bed, and all you hear from his room is, "You gotta want success the same amount as you want to breathe."
Yeah,
grinding.
Nah, but and I'm there like, yeah, that's crazy, laying down, son. But anyway, it was 11 o'clock. I had to work at like 7 a.m. So either way, I wasn't getting up. But anyway, so at the end, the guy says, for every good day you have, these things are a necessity. And he says, you need laughter, you need to cry, and then I forgot what the third one was. Hold on, let me check. You need laughter, you need to cry, and you need
laughter, crying.
Oh, you need laughter, you need to be moved to tears, and you need thoughtfulness. Those are the three things. And he didn't really explain it, and it ended, and I sat there just still pondering on that because, you know, instead of fucking sleeping like I'm supposed to, obviously my mind just went to fucking bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So I spent some time thinking about it, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Why would a good day consist of me being moved to tears? But it's true. Like, as long as you sat there and you thought of something, I feel like you can either be inspired to the point where you cry. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, yo, I've had enough of the shitty life I've had, and you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna go do something about it right now. Or you could be thinking about like how great this fucking podcast is. If you haven't tuned into our YouTube, Discord, or Apple Podcast, you should. But anyway,
we need like an FTC like hand sign and shit.
We could take phase. But anyway, yeah, like I thought it was a little inspirational. I thought it was cool. We're not a gang.
Well, that's almost like being grounded, right? Like a lot of that sounds like just being grounded.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
So like thoughtfulness, taking a moment to kind of think over your life a little bit, just grounding yourself, and then
it's not just thinking about your own life though. Like you could be thinking about anything. I feel like almost anything can move you to tears.
Yeah. And then being also
anything.
Anything. Because hold on. I feel like anything, because you could be sitting there and thinking about something sad, right? Or like a previous family member. Or you could be sitting there, yourself, you could be thinking about your little boy X and how motherfucker has grown in 4 years and it was like this, and you're like, all right, yo, tomorrow he's gonna be fucking 18. You could be
but you said anything.
Yeah, but if you're sitting there
I could be thinking about my car and just you can start crying.
Yeah, your fucking car don't run.
Yeah, you can be thinking about your car and be like, damn, like I'm really appreciative that I even have what I have. You know, some people don't even have that.
Okay,
I feel you on that. But also the being moved to tears is probably humbleness, right? Making you humble as well. So that's good. So being grounded, being humble, and then what was the other one? The motivation?
Laughter, thoughtfulness, and being moved to tears. Yeah, I agree with the laughter part is it's no brainer.
What is laughter? Laughter is almost the same thing, like humbling yourself a little bit.
No, I don't think so. I think
joy, just joy.
Yeah, just joy.
Do you guys do any of those 3 in a day? I definitely laugh. I definitely laugh every day.
I definitely laugh too. Yeah, I definitely laugh.
Yeah, me too.
And if it's not at myself, it's at you. So I definitely laugh every day.
Yeah. Are you guys the type that cry proudly in movies when you watch movies?
Bro, of course. I cry to sleep every single night.
Wait, that's what I said. We're talking about that's depression. That's depression. But do you guys cry when you watch movies? Do movies move you to tears?
Yeah, for sure. Especially if they're super relatable, like Click. Forget
Click, like the Adam Sandler movie.
Adam Sandler,
bro.
That movie.
Keep it in G. A lot of Adam Sandler movies will move you. Like
you cried in that movie,
Scuba Steve.
Bro, at the end of Click, when his life goes by and he's like he's seeing his grave, and then his son don't really care about him, and it's like, and he just fast forwards everything. Like, bro,
he fast forwarded so much that he skipped his entire life and had to watch his own kids bury him. Like, he was running out of the hospital trying to catch his kids and like catch up with them because he was never with them, because he fast forwarded his life that he eventually dies in the rain in a hospital gown. Like, it was sad as fuck.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, bro, if you haven't seen the movie, Click, bro, you're not watching it.
Yeah, Click was a good movie, man. Click was a good movie. Do you remember what's the last movie recently that made you cry?
I very rarely watch movies though, so it'd probably be Naruto, the last movie I saw last year.
Oh my god!
No, I'm kidding. I didn't cry watching that.
Has any anime made you cry?
Naruto will make you cry. There's no question. Listen, if you are still watching Naruto, skip the next like 20 seconds. When Jiraiya dies, Cuzzo, everybody is moved by that. Like, it is an iconic moment in anime history. Jiraiya dying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's the last movie I cried at? I can't remember, but there has been recently. I think I don't remember. Producer, if you remember, I don't know.
Bro, name some Disney movies. I probably cried in one of those.
Ooh, I want to go through and start watching some of these Disney movies. Like, I haven't seen Moana. I haven't seen Coco.
I cried during Coco.
Oh yeah, I didn't cry during Coco.
I cried during every single movie. Honestly, it's just my thing now.
What are things in movies that make you cry? Do you have like a trigger that like just make you cry?
For me, it'd probably be like family relations.
Yeah,
anything like a positive. Oh yeah, come on, look at the group chat. Anything with that, we all crying.
Anything with a father trying to connect with his son, losing his kid, like
I'm gonna cry right now,
bro. That hits home, baby.
Listen, if you're just tuning in, if you're a new follower, we want you to know that our personal group chat, you guys are part of the group chat too, but our personal group chat that we've had since, I don't know, the last 10 years, every single one of us has a dad issue. Either they're not here, they're dead.
Damn. Yeah, we got it.
Listen, we all got some kind of dad problem, right?
Yo, way to show off, Steven. That's funny as a.
Oh man.
Yo,
you usually go with a different option, right? Like, you say it's cheese and bread. It's like, because he said
they're not here, they're dead.
Yeah, like, holy shit. Sorry.
But going back, wait, we can't.
Go ahead.
I was just tuning, catching everybody up. If you didn't know and you're new here, we all have daddy issues. Not mommy issues. We're not that kinky. Just daddy issues.
Why is never like a daddy issue associated to something like that? Like, when a girl is like promiscuous, she has daddy issues.
I don't know. Maybe it has to do with Sigmund Freud's theory, where apparently we want to fuck our parents.
Yeah. We'll save that topic from the chat after dark.
Holy shit!
You never heard of Sigmund Freud, John?
We'll save that. We'll save that for our From the Couch segment, From the Couch podcast.
God damn.
Yeah. I don't even know how to move on from. I don't even know how to transition out of that. Jeez. Crying at movies.
Crying on the couch. Movie.
Crying on the couch. Wait, say things that the first thing that comes to mind. Like, go ahead. So you're crying on the couch, tissues, tears,
lotion.
Why are you so sad? What's going on?
Wait. It's taking a turn. Lotion. Go ahead, John. Okay. Add a word. Lotion.
Bedroom.
Nightlight, lamp. Sleep.
iPhone charged up.
iPhone
battery.
So do not disturb.
Do not disturb.
So
speaking of iPhones,
incognito mode. Oh, my fault. We're done.
Yeah. So speaking of, I'm trying to find the next thing. I was just trying to get the words to find the next one. So speaking of iPhones, I've been watching this guy. I wish I would have got his name, but he's a retired CIA agent, right? And he was
talking about Osama?
No, no. He was in missions where he had to be incognito. He was describing the different levels of disguises, and what's level 1, what's level 2, what's level 3. Level 1 will be like level 1 will be like I think he said level 1 was like almost like a hat with shades, like normal shit, like a hat and shades. And then
PI, private.
Yeah, level 2 would be, I forgot what he said level 2 was, but level 3 was like level 3 was like cosmetic things, like a fat suit, shit like that. And then level 2 was things that were long term. So like if I gained a lot of weight to like become a different kind of person, then that's like a long term disguise. So that's level 2. Or like if I cut my hair really short, it's a long term disguise, a tattoo, things like that. Like those are long term disguises. Anyways, I'm listening to him and they start talking about the government, the CIA, being in your phones. So I was like, well, that's an interesting topic about the government just being in your phone. And I thought, we have the number one conspiracy theorist in the world on the greatest podcast in the world, sitting right here front and center. Clap it up for my boy.
Thank you.
So I wanted to pose the question, with how do you feel about the government being in your phone and knowing what's in your phone, like tracking all of your data?
How do you feel about it now? Like, because it's currently happening. Of course, everybody knows that.
Some people don't know that.
Oh.
Because when just real quick, when 9/11 happened, there's an act that got passed that gave them more rights to be able to get into our phones. And then every like 4 or 6 years, there's a lawsuit that they're saying that they're on, that the NC something, NSA or something like that. It's in our phones all the time. And then they get into court, they get this big thing, they win the lawsuit, they put a new person in charge, and they keep doing the same thing. Being on our phones without our consent, right? So the question is, like, how do you feel about that? About the government being in our phones without our consent?
Man, the government being a business without consent, not just our phones, they'll be everywhere. So you feel me? At the end of the day, you just gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try to get one of them prepaid phones, I guess, if you don't like it. You know what I mean? Like,
so that's where I want to have the conversation. Why? Like, why does it matter that the government has your information? Like, why does it even matter? If you're not somebody doing anything wrong, right? Like, what's the problem with them looking at every single phone? Because I guarantee you, the government
why don't you post your private information? What's the point of having it private?
Well, that's different. Posting it to the world can see.
What is private information? My social security number provided to me by the fucking government? Is that private information?
No.
Or are you talking about the banks that also probably already gave the government my bank account number because the IRS has to look? What does private information mean? Besides like my dick pics.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's where you draw the line. Like, they can have my social, just not the dick pics.
It's like social ridicule, things that can socially embarrass you.
Yeah.
But like they're not their interest isn't in that, right? Like, why would they? They're like their interest is not in if you're cheating on your girl, who's in your DMs. Like, their interest is not in that.
You're not big enough yet. You feel me? But once you do get big enough, it could start you're in your business. You feel me? You start doing.
I don't think why that's. I don't think that's why
you get hit with a racketeer charge for dealing Barbies around. You feel me? Like shit like that. I mean,
dealing what?
Racketeering charge for dealing fucking like Barbies.
You get me?
Like, I don't think that's why the government like tracks us. I think eventually, right, the government's going to, I don't know, this is obviously an hypothetical that I think, but eventually, right, for example, like if we had a war with China or Russia or whatever the fuck, they're gonna be like, all right, everybody gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be the one dude who's like, no, the fuck I do not. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. They know where I'm at 24/7. So either I'm going to jail and paying my hefty fine, or they're sending me. You know what I'm saying?
So this is an interesting thing that the ex-CIA guy was talking about. He said it's very easy to get like off the grid, like untraceable. It's very easy for it to happen. He's like, the problem is it's not convenient. It's not convenient. He's like, for you to do that, you would need to everything, like all your technology that you have right now, walk away from it and just don't touch it, right? Let it die, let the batteries die out, like just don't touch it, walk away from it, right? then everything that you need, you're gonna have to steal it because you can't pay for it unless you have cash. But even then, like maybe cameras and stuff like that. So things you're gonna have to steal. So if you want a phone, you're gonna have to steal a phone if that's in somebody else's name, right? You're gonna have to make money that way, stealing or just something like that off the grid. But it's not convenient.
Look, you buy fake papers. You feel me? You get yourself in a little factory. You feel me?
Motherfucker, are you describing our uncles?
Yeah. You make shit work. You know what I'm saying? You just don't collect at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? But besides that,
my question is always like for regular day people, like, why are you concerned about this? That's probably never in your lifetime gonna affect you.
I don't know, bro.
Never gonna affect
I personally don't give a fuck. The government can watch me beat the shit out of my meat if they want. Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But Facebook turned over chat messages between mother and daughter, now charges over abortion. Okay, so that definitely, I guess that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because the whole abortion movement, right, with like Texas passing the ban, a lot of women, right, were posting to delete apps that track your period and stuff like that because it could be used against you. Now that you bring this up, it does make a lot of sense.
This story that the producer just brought up is wild. There's a little. These people are committing crimes. So that not to take away from what you just brought up, Stephen, but like things like that, like someone's committing an actual crime, and since they can see our shit, they just bring them up. The problem is obviously the problem is when they can just manipulate and say you did a crime when you didn't do it. Like that's the problem, is when they do shit like that. But like, it's like they already can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like even like right now, they're not supposed to be in our phones, right? They're still in our phones.
They don't even have to be in my phone to say I did a crime. They can literally just pull up, arrest me, and say I did a crime.
And also it's like all right, you don't want the government to be on your phone, but you have Apple Pay. You're letting Apple be in your phone. I mean, you're letting Bank of America get on your phone. Like you're letting Instagram have all the access to your phone. You're letting TikTok have all the access to your phone, but you don't want to let the government to have all the access to your phone.
Also, TikTok is ran by China.
It's just like, yeah, I'm saying you're letting China have all this information on your phone, right? Which
they have stolen your information already.
Which
don't know that.
By the terms and conditions, when you have TikTok, you know, in the terms and conditions, it says that they can not only can they take the info that's on your phone, but they can take the info from any other device connected to the network. So like they can, since you have TikTok, they can get all the information from my laptop. Even though I've never logged into TikTok on my laptop, they can still get that info.
God damn.
I mean, there's nothing on there. I don't know what China's gonna do with my fucking.
How sticky it gets. Well, what I think is
once we blow up, it's gonna come.
I think what Joe Rogan was talking about was like taking intellectual property. So like, let's say you're creating a cure for cancer, and you have it all on your laptop, and they gather that information from your laptop. They can go and create the cure themselves, and say, "Yo, we made it." You know what I mean? Like we're creating from the chat podcast, and then they see it's bubbling. They go and they get all the rights to it before we can. Shit like that, like just stealing property.
I see, that makes sense. Okay, so the next question is, what the fuck can we do about it? You think I'm gonna throw away my phone?
You can, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it just doesn't. It's not convenient. Like you can do things, it's just not convenient.
I don't know, bro. There isn't really much you can do against the government. I'm like, for example, the people who are like, yeah, pro gun, in case we got to turn on the government. And I'm like, when the government pulls out a fucking F-16 fighter jet to blow up your fucking home, what the fuck are you gonna do with your fucking pistol / AR? Like,
yeah, but also it's almost like keeping them in check. Like, yo, like, you're not just gonna come in here. You know
exactly.
What I mean? And also
keep
like
who in check? Keep the who in check.
Like, what if whoever invades the U.S. and they just pull up, and it's like, yo, you're not just about to pull up on any of us because we locked and loaded. Like, anybody, let's say China pulls up and they're trying to come in front of Harbor Town, and everybody in Harbor Town comes out with an AK. Like, what you talking about? And just.
So we're gonna talk about a bunch of civilians who are gonna be shooting against a bunch of trained Chinese soldiers.
Hey, what do the warriors say?
Huh?
What do the warriors say? The strength of numbers.
Yo, that was Don Omar.
100%.
The strength in numbers. Yeah,
John,
I don't believe that.
John got private fucking bodega delivery. What does it look like?
That shit banging. Got food on me. That's banging.
Nah, I don't.
Switching to another subject.
Please.
Cecilia was showing me this post, and it was asking a guy like, "Yo, if you had $10,000, like, what would you invest in?" Right? And the person said, they said invest in yourself, right? But they said invest in yourself in a different way than we're typically known to hearing or that's made aware to us. They said invest in yourself is like get yourself new teeth, right? You get yourself something on your body, right? Do your hair, like do something like just invest in your physical appearance. Because when you invest in your physical appearance, a lot of other doors are open to you. You know what I'm saying? Invest in a trainer, cosmetics, surgery, perhaps, things like that. So there's pretty much pointing at like pretty privilege. Privilege for looking good. And there's some truth to that. I don't know if people want to hear that, but there's some truth to the pretty privilege. Just looking good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Looking good and going into a job interview and you
Talk
being
about
the beautiful one. Yeah, Steven, tell us about pretty privilege. Tell us.
All right, so I've gotten pulled over before, and because I'm handsome, they let me go. That's pretty privilege.
Wait, hold on. Who pulled you over?
A police officer.
Okay, and a man came out.
It don't matter. I'm pretty to both.
You're what do they call those? What do they call those batters that can swing both ways?
Switch. I guess switch. Switch hitter. Yeah.
Switch hitters. Steven's a switch hitter. I fuck with you, Steve. So your pre-privilege is a thing. Job interviews, being pulled over, like girls that are fine that get pulled over and don't get no tickets because they're fine.
I used to work at this place called that we made potatoes, and the manager thought I was cute, so he made me the highest paid.
That's nice.
Is that what happened?
He made me the highest paid employee.
That's nice. Yeah.
Have
you, besides the being pulled over, have you experienced anything that's like pretty privileged?
That was false. I very rarely get pulled over. Have I experienced pretty privilege?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, besides when I had my long like curly hair, old people or Caucasian people who don't have the curly hair, they'd ask to like touch it, but that's about it.
The thing is, since it's like some of us are born into it, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's pretty privilege. You just say, "This is my life."
Yeah, you know? It's almost like when people say you have white privilege, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" You know?
Yeah,
it's like you don't know it because you know what I'm saying, this is just who you are, what you've experienced.
Yeah.
One of the first jobs that I had was at Sam's Club. Right, one of my first few jobs was at Sam's Club, and I was getting interviewed, and in the interview, she stopped and she said, "You have beautiful brown eyes."
Wow.
In the interview.
This shit is regular. Like that.
I was a little more youthful, you know what I mean? Like I was a little.
You had a color to you.
So you went up to this interview just looking like a bad bitch.
He was
exactly. Like, I was a baddie. I was double cheeked up. You know what I'm saying? Eyes pearly browns. And she was like, "You have beautiful brown eyes." And then in my head, I'm like, "Cha-ching! I got the job."
Yeah.
My head was like, "Oh, I got the job. Like the job's in the can, bro." And I did get the job. But now thinking back at it, I'm like, that was very unprofessional. It was very unprofessional. I mean,
maybe you just took it wrong.
No. That was
maybe she just wanted to fuck.
Oh, that's true. That could have been it.
I think you're taking it wrong.
Yeah.
Because you could have still got fired, but she could have still. I mean, you could have still not gotten the job, but she still could have contacted you.
How about if she was pretty?
How would I feel if she was pretty?
Yeah.
Maybe I
would. You spoke about it. It wasn't attractive.
Maybe it would have been different if she was pretty and she gave me a compliment. I would have flirted back a little bit. Yeah. But in this case, she wasn't so pretty to me, anyways. So, and then when she gave me the compliment, I just said thank you and moved on. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. But if she was pretty, maybe I would have given her a little rhythm. Maybe it would have been a little different.
It wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been unprofessional now.
Maybe she was G-checking you.
She was securing your job, you know what I'm saying?
Or she was G-checking. Let me see if she was like, oh, if I flirt with him, does he flirt back? You know what I'm saying? And if he flirted back, she'd be like, this is not the guy. He's gonna flirt with everybody.
Well, imagine. It was very unprofessional for her to do that.
So what you're saying is you didn't smash?
No. So looking back, it was very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. Yeah, I even lost where I was going with it. Like, I even lost where I was going with it. Like, that was very unprofessional. But I definitely, like, you see, like, that might have been a pretty privilege. Like,
right.
Okay, so what was the original idea of bringing up? Do you think if you dress different on the daily, you'd have more opportunities?
I think so too.
I think like if you walked around in a suit all day.
Yeah, I feel like people would like have like and if it's different colors, if it's not the same suit, oof.
I think that's true because like
when what do you mean by opportunities though?
Well, like let me say something out for you.
Open to you.
When you come in a room and you have a suit, you are already separated from everybody else. You standing out. You seem more important. You seem to have more power to you, right? You seem like you're about business, even though nothing's changed about you. Just your appearance, nothing's changed. Now you can't be coming in a sloppy suit. Then you look like.
Depends if you're holding it depends if you're holding a coffee or not, though. Let's be honest.
If you're holding a coffee like a little Starbucks cup of coffee.
Yeah. Because if you walk in with just a suit and nothing in your hands, I ain't thinking much of it. But if you come in with a coffee, I'm like, okay, this guy means business. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You might be turning you on.
Wait, what?
You might seem like more dominant if you don't have anything in your hand. You just come in suit.
You got a picture. You got a picture. You're sitting in a cafe, right?
No. How about this? I walk in with nothing in my hands, just leather black gloves.
Oh, you're a murderer.
Look, I'm terrified. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You're a murderer,
man.
But I don't know. I'm gonna be a little chismoso. I'm gonna see where, if you're doing a everybody dying kind of thing, or if you're after a specific person. You know what I'm saying? I would feel you out first. Yeah. If you're after a specific person, I might sit around, watch, maybe be the guy that calls 911. But if you're doing a whole I'm murdering everybody kind of thing, you giving me that vibe, I'm out.
How do you know if this person's a murderer? Like, what are the tell signs?
Yeah, please let me know.
Yeah, when they walk in, what are the signs that someone? I'm gonna say it one more time. What are the signs that someone is a murderer?
Are you talking about like a mass murderer? Like someone's just gonna shoot the whole place up?
Yeah, somebody walks in. How you know they're a murderer?
How do I know, or how do I figure? Because we can't know who's a murderer and who's not. You know what I'm saying? They could look
we know.
Just like what?
We know.
How do we know?
If somebody walks in, like let's paint a scenario. Somebody walks into a coffee joint. Somebody walks into a coffee shop, and they go and they order. Let me get black coffee, ice, no sugar, no cream.
He's a murderer.
That's a murderer, my boy.
Why? No. Wait, why? Maybe they're just on a diet.
If he's not a murderer, he's on my radar. I'm looking at him. For me,
what if he's just on a diet?
Then that might be it. I'm looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Diet from what? What's he dieting from? eating too much humans? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just something to look at. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with that one.
Oh my god.
Someone walks in to
listen, because today
someone walks into a swimming pool and they're wearing a suit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you.
There's a bomb around here somewhere.
Frat kids do this shit all the time.
Listen, with the minions, they go everywhere now.
Yeah.
Hold on. You go into a pool, and your man's walks in, and he jumps in with his shirt on.
Don't do that.
That's a murderer, my boy.
And a hat.
I mean, if you have a whole if you walk into a pool and you have a whole outfit in the pool, you're on my radar. You might be a murderer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying you might be, and you're in my peripherals wherever I'm going. I'm keeping an eye on you. You know what I mean?
That's funny as hell.
if you're in a pool and you have like chains on, I'm like, bro, fam, what we doing? Why you gotta have all these chains on in the pool?
Maybe they just trying to let you know that they real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about these.
I wear my chain.
You know who terrify me? Them dudes that be going to the barbecue and they just be eating the bread, like no nothing, no meat, no pause, no nothing. Just
straight carbs.
Yeah, just straight. That's I'm like, yo, you're wailing right now, bro.
But what if they're waiting for the food to cook? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, sometimes
bro,
I get hungry.
I seen somebody grab a hot dog.
I'm gonna take a little potato bread and just
put some ketchup on it and just started digging on it. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this dude? Like,
wait, just a straight glizzy with ketchup?
No glizzy, just straight bread. Like,
wait, was the glizzy ready though?
Like he was thinking about it and just eating the straight bread. Like that shit was crazy.
Maybe he's vegetarian, bro.
So just buns, no glizzy.
straight vegetarian.
Oh, shout out to him then.
All right.
Maybe he's just that. Like, you know how the terminology like glizzy is like, you know, used for penis. Maybe he's so straight that he will not eat a glizzy, only buns.
I think that makes him gay.
That makes him gay.
Wait, wow.
Because
if you eat buns only, hey.
Yeah, if you can't even eat a hot dog because you're that focused on like, I can't be gay, like then you gay.
You're gay.
100%. Anybody who's like super like against like anything like in the slightest that can be gay, they gay. Like that's just a fact. Big facts. If we're at a restaurant and you order your drink and you say, yo, let me get water, no ice.
Murderer.
I get water with no ice.
I'm looking at you. Like if you walk into a restaurant and they bring all the waters and all the waters have ice and you're like, can I get water, no ice, please?
Oh, you're saying I tell them to take it back and bring me one with no ice?
I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
I won't do that. But usually I get water with no ice. It's not good for your digestive system.
Yep. Yo, yeah. If it's 90 degrees out and you pull up to the basketball court with a hoodie on.
All right, so we just taking shots at me today, huh?
I'm looking at you, my boy. Like, what's happening? What you hiding under there? What you got to hide? What you need a hoodie?
What you mean? We burning calories. What you mean? If you play ball in Carteret at night?
Come on. Let me see. Let me get another one. If you're going out with everybody and we all drinking, and everybody gets a drink, and then they ask you what you want, and you say, "I'm just get a water."
Designated driver? Come on, bro.
Nah, bro. The designated driver is allowed one drink.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like have one drink. Just at least.
I won't drink any. I gotta keep it 100. Listen, I don't believe in cops. You know what I'm saying? I take one sip and he gonna be like, I smell alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then he's thinking you're pretty privileged to the max. He kissing you? He's on your body like that.
He gonna be like, I smell alcohol on you, and I'll be like, you only had one sip. It's his words versus mine. You know what I'm saying?
And then he's like, nah, I taste the 151 on your lip.
Yeah, 151. Damn, I could have started a fire with my lip.
Woo, hell yeah. Damn, what else makes this is funny? What else makes you a murderer or putting you on your radar?
Eating dry cereal. But like the Kellogg's dry cereal.
Oh, you mean like the regular cornflakes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Also, like if you're eating cardboard with milk.
Yes.
No. He said dry, like no milk.
Oh, no milk.
No milk.
Yeah, straight up cornflakes. No milk.
Nah.
Yeah, that's listen. If you have an iPhone, with no case on it, I don't really trust you.
Yo, sus. That is sus. That is wow.
I've honestly, I've thought about this before, and I've been looking around to see if I've ever seen anyone with an iPhone without a case, and I haven't.
If you do, I'm scared of how confident you are.
It's not even that. It's also how cheap. It's also how cheap you are, because most phone services will charge you like, okay, we'll add the case for $3 a month more to your bill.
Mm-hmm. No, but some people just like how the phone looks.
Yeah.
So you feel me? That confidence scares me because
the phone definitely looks better, but to risk losing your phone on the first drop, like I drop my phone all the time.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
Steven, you got another one in you. What if we go to like to like a wing spot.
Oh yeah, it's easy, bro. And listen to my friends that listen to this, and I talk shit to you all the time about this. If you go to a fucking wing spot and you decide that you want to get 25 wings without a fucking bone, you crazy.
You're a murderer,
bro. You just spent $30 on chicken nuggets when McDonald's could get you 20 for $5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a bar.
Yo, Steven, say that one more time. Say it one more time, bro. Say it one more time.
Listen, if you
tell me how much you like bones in your mouth.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that far. Go ahead. All I said was, listen, if you show up to a wing spot, right? We all dining on some hot ass food. You know what I'm saying? We sweating. We got the towels, the napkins. You know what I'm saying? We out here like this. Try not to touch our eyes, and you got a fork with your fucking chicken nuggets that you just paid. You bought 30 of them for fucking $45. You're crazy.
Yo, but how about if my gums are sensitive, huh? How about if I don't how about if I don't want to work? I just want to eat. You feel me? Because you just take a bite. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, you gotta look for it, like trying to it's not a puzzle.
There are some things that you do, and no matter how you're feeling at the moment, you have to continue the ritual. And part of eating wings is tearing the bones apart.
I bet. Look, I'm gonna kill you right now. Look. How about the video that
we know because you buy fucking boneless wings.
Exhibit A.
Okay, so so remember that video of people that were coming out of how to eat wings with bones and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Did you get excited looking at that?
Absolutely. I had to try it.
You like boneless wings?
No.
Wait, what?
No, because there's a different taste. We're not eating the bone. We're not biting on the bone. It's a different taste.
He got excited when the bone came out and there was nothing inside of it, right? You like boneless wings, my boy.
Yeah, but like I said, like I just said, there's a ritual that you like to take part in. It is part of fine dining.
Fine dining.
To get your face absolutely messy and tear these bones apart.
Let me add to that. If we're going to get wings and you get plain wings and you don't dip them in anything and you just eat them plain, you're a serial killer.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Unless we have Popeyes.
No, it's different. It's seasoned, but you're saying we go to Wingstop or something and you get plain wings and you don't dip them on nothing. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm looking at you weird. I'm just looking at you weird. It's a little different.
I honestly want to try it. I haven't tried Wingstop.
Wingstop's all right. You might like it because it's not really spicy at all, but
Wingstop is good. I mean, where I'm at, that's like the best wings that I can get right here where I'm at. Unless you get
best wings. They don't got a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nah, Buffalo Wild Wings is nowhere near Wingstop. Wingstop is better.
What?
Oh, actually, yeah. I have like a New Orleans Cajun place actually.
The mango habanero from Buffalo Wild Wings is unmatched. There's nothing spicy on that fucking Wingstop menu.
Buffalo Wild Wings is for poor people. It's got poor taste. It's trash, bro. Yo, the chicken has no steroids. Chicken's got no steroids.
I think that's good.
Nah, bro. I need the chicken to be double cheeked up, thick, with the meats. You know what I mean?
Motherfucker, just go to Arby's.
Steven, let's introduce the next one for us.
So this is from another group chat. This is from another group chat. And my boy, shout out to you. You'll know who you are when you hear this. He said that he was looking at videos of one of his, it's not even his ex-girlfriend. It's like some girl he was fucking with. She was out in, I don't even want to be too specific, but she was out in one of those nicer cities where people go to vacation. You know what I'm saying? With water.
Talking about water.
You thirsty?
Yeah.
So, he doesn't even really date her. He never really dated her. But he starts talking to us like, yo, I don't really fuck with this bitch no more. Look at who she fucked. And I'm like, wait a minute, why you care who she fucked? Like, I never dated. And then we started discussing, is your ex, all right, I'm not gonna say women I don't know what you guys do, But is your ex less attractive if they dated someone who you find absolutely unattractive?
Now, this is before you talking about after the fact. So like she's your ex and then the next person is unattractive.
Yeah, like super unattractive. Like not
Okay,
just
so
unattractive, but like absolutely unattractive.
so
And
if
that girl
I'm
fucked Danny, correct? This is what we're talking about.
so if I'm dating someone and then we break up and the next person they start dating or start next person they start dating, the next person they start dating is very unattractive to me, then I feel like I won. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a
100%.
W. It's like a big W. Hell yeah,
Nah,
bro.
bro. But I don't
If
think
if
so.
if because you're gonna say like it makes you look like less attractive. It makes you look
No, it
like
doesn't.
it,
It
it
doesn't
makes you look
make
like
you.
no, it makes you look like you belong in that league as that dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But that's just
But
because
sometimes people drop down in the standings. You know what I
that's your
mean?
ego. That was your ego talking. Yeah.
Sometimes people like that are the first seed. Sometimes they end up being the 9th seed and they're out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's different sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes people have golden years. You know what I'm saying? Where basketball players have years that they're shooting at a high clip. You know what I'm saying? They're shooting 50% from the field. And other years they might shoot 30. You know what I'm saying? That might have happened here. Yeah. Now what's gonna be a little different is if you're dating somebody and like they show you their ex and their ex is a troll.
First thing I'm asking is why y'all broke up. Right? If she was like, "Oh, he just was ugly, but I gave him a chance because he was a nice guy," then I feel like I'm gonna appreciate her more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, you're dating somebody handsome now. You don't gotta do that no more. You know what I mean?
Some girls just
God damn.
some girls just like attention, or some guys just like attention, and whoever gives them attention, that's who they date.
This is true.
That's true, but what if like there's a lot of variables come in here? So like I'm off the rip. I'm pausing. I'm like, all right, what's going on here? I'm giving this some thought. I'm like, what's happening here? I'm
Like,
I'm
am I
assessing.
ugly?
I'm assessing the information. I'm like, have I been living a lie my whole life? You know what I'm saying?
But wait. If she's bad, does it matter if you're ugly?
Yeah, it's your ego we're talking about.
No, it matters if the person is ugly. Because now I'm like, because again,
Yeah, but
like,
if
that might
she's
be
bad, does it matter if you are ugly at this point?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Well, yeah, because hold on. Well, let's start first with the ex, with the person she dated before you. If he's mad ugly, then you're like, all right, was she with him because he had a great personality? Was she with him because he had money? Like, what's happening here? Because if she was with him because he was paid, then you got something to think about now. Because you're with a girl who was with somebody just because they had money.
Or there was like 10 inches, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but it had to get there though. Like, you don't just look at an ugly person and know, he packing. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess you're right.
Also, like Steven always break up, right, Steven?
Steven's always breaked up.
Yeah.
How do you know this information?
Because this is how he's talking. He's like, yeah, because you're supposed to know, like,
yeah.
You know?
Well, Steven is always wearing gray sweats, no undies.
That's Steven's all right. Listen, if you do that, I'm watching you. Like,
you're a murderer.
Whoa, why are you watching and do like that? What's going on?
I meant to say they're a murderer, bro.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, you fucking freaky tona, bro.
I hear you.
Steven freaky tona, bro. That's funny. Oh my god.
Now, honestly, hold on. If you are wearing sweats, male
or female, it's so
no, hold on.
Hold on. I don't think you're gay.
If you are that confident, it has nothing to do with that. If you are that confident that your ass is not going to sweat and show on the back of your pants, you just like the guy who won't drop his iPhone, who doesn't have a case on his iPhone. You guys in the same league.
Wearing a gray shirt in the middle of summer outside.
You confident.
You a murderer, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, stepping outside without deodorant, yeah. I definitely don't trust you, bro. And that whole thing about I don't smell. Yeah, you do. I'm right here.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't smell like it. He don't smell. It's like his nose don't work. I mean, except for those who they have religious beliefs.
Nah, bro, and that's something else. Like your religion should allow you to shower correctly.
It's not even showering. It's just you go out. The one drop of sweat just starts to odor. I'm trying to think about another murderer.
Well, we wasn't on that no more. We're going back to your ex.
You're going back to your ex? Talk about it.
Oh, for real? What's up? How's that?
Hold on. Wait a minute. So Christian had a week, right? Let's go back a couple episodes. Christian had a week where we picked on John's ex, right? Mm-hmm. Then the next episode we picked on mine, and we never brought it back up.
But we never even got to yours.
Yes, the fuck we did.
We never got to yours. We never even got to John's. We were just playing. We were like, yo, at the end,
now that I'm calling you out, we was just playing.
No, we could talk about it. Yo, question. We got a few minutes left in the pod. Like, you could talk about it. If you got some content. I'm all about the content, baby. What's up? What you trying to do? Like, what's the vibes?
Who's your favorite ex?
My favorite ex? Oof. What's my favorite ex? Ooh. Probably the first one. You feel me? The first one. Okay. The first ex it brought me into the game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it brought me into the game. It's like what's your favorite podcast episode? It's definitely not the first one, but maybe it's the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, producer, aka also your fiance, said name her. Don't be pussy.
Listen, bro, I'm all for the content. I'm never gonna do that. I mentioned her here. My first girlfriend was the girl from middle school. I mean, from elementary school. I said the story.
Oh, hell no.
What?
I don't count. Girl you dated for no, motherfucker.
Why not? She brought me into the game. Brought me into the game. How about the other girl that I mentioned when I was dating her at one school and then I transferred schools. And
no, I don't count,
up bro. Officially, bro. I be talking about my shit here, bro. I be saying shit here, bro.
That don't count either.
Y'all haven't told any ex stories.
Nah, let's talk about your ex, Steven.
Wait, how about the story about?
I only have one ex.
Let's talk about her.
Okay, what's there to talk about?
Let's talk about her. Well, sorry, what's her name? So people know.
She does not have a name, actually.
Okay. Are you happy?
Or maybe it's a he. Maybe it's a he.
Is the guy she's dating right now more attractive than you?
Ooh,
no one is more attractive than me.
Now John is podding, bro. Welcome to the podcast, yo. It's episode 65. Like,
listen, no one is more attractive than me. Sorry.
I hear you.
She could date. I don't give a fuck who. John Cena.
I see her man.
So you don't think
you can post it on.
I think you're not looking at the right one.
Oh wait,
I don't need to look.
Let me add a quick topic in here. What? How do you feel if your girl breaks up with you and then her new boyfriend looks exactly like you?
I'm happy.
Yeah, I just realized I'm that dude. She just went and got a Walmart version.
She got the Walmart version, or she got a type.
She got a type, right?
How do you feel?
Probably hit again.
How do you feel if she?
Whoa, that's big brain, bro. That's genius. The fact that you thought of that, you on it, my boy. God,
that's all I think about.
But if the girl only dates a specific kind of guy, how do you feel being one of the guys she dates? Like basic. Say she on. What if she's like, yo, I only date the Dominican guys, like tall, slim Dominican guys.
I think this would be one of the few exes that I don't block. I'd keep, I'd hit her up. Clearly,
why you block your exes?
Why would I want to talk to them?
You don't gotta talk to them, but you also don't gotta delete them out of this world.
No, what if their house is on fire and they try to hit me up? I'm gonna feel bad if I get that text or that call. I'm gonna go and try to fucking be Captain Saberhawk.
As a grown man, I think basically. Yeah, first of all, if her house is on fire, why is she calling you? Like,
bro, she's lying.
Second of all,
yeah, maybe she's lying. You know what I'm saying?
She's lying.
No, she wants. Yeah, I get it.
You pull up, she butt ass.
Yeah.
oh my god, the fire stopped.
And I'm the type. I'm the type to fall for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You see, I gotta stay away from that.
I seen you fall for my shit.
And once you're there, you gotta fuck.
Exactly. What's the point of being there at that point? What's the point of leaving?
I'm not fucking leaving.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, thank you for listening to episode 65 of Fromthechatpodcast Podcast.
Wait, we just gonna skip over John?
Wait, what's John gonna tell us?
His favorite ex.
Oh, go ahead. Who's your favorite ex?
Wow.
Also, Christian, you haven't really answered, but we'll keep going.
No, I did.
My favorite ex, I only had 2 girls in my life, and my favorite one. No, I had multiple girls in my life. My favorite one was my first one, the one that put me in the game. You feel me?
Nah. I came out with the slickness and got out of that. You can't steal it. You can't steal the sauce. No.
My favorite ex, he's 3 years old, bro. Like, I love my son.
Let's go, Xavier.
Yo, and that's the episode you heard. Steven, tell the people what the fuck they could do.
Yo, make sure you follow us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Like I said earlier, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, drop a comment, say something. Tell us your favorite ex. Leave her at as well.
Why? Wait, hold on. Why is she your favorite ex? And then also, if you leave her at,
put a number next to it, so we know what type of level she has.
Yeah, if you leave her at, there's no promises that, you know what I'm saying, her DMs won't be invaded. So like,
Steven is crazy.
Yeah, Steven be out here.
Hey, I respect my the listeners, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but anyway, leave her at for sure. But like I was saying, Apple, Spotify, we on everything. If you want to engage in some conversation, we did go live. Well, Christian went live and I just joined that shit. I was playing a game of Fortnite, but if you want to play Fortnite with me, you know what I'm saying, Call of Duty, or with John's. If you ever looked at the rankings, John's like number 2 behind Scump.
You feel me?
Catch us on the Discord to play some games, to drop a topic, or if you going through some shit, you know what I'm saying, we'll be there to cheer you up.
Let's do it from the chat. Squad, greatest podcast on earth.